Mark. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope and pray that you're doing well today. So here's what I know to be true. People want to be happy. Like if you're a parent, you want your kids to be happy. If you're a grandparent, you want your grandkids and your kids to be happy. If you're an employer or a supervisor at a company, you want your employees to be happy because you know that a happy employee is a productive employee. But here's the thing about happiness. It's easy come, easy go. The problem with happiness is the root word for happy, which is happen. Our happiness is entirely based on what's happening around us. So if our circumstances are good, then hey, you're probably gonna be happy. But if your circumstances are less than ideal, then you may be frustrated, discontent, a number of other emotions that come along with that, because happiness is based on what's happening around us. So I would want to go on record as saying that I don't believe that Jesus is a huge advocate of your happiness. I'm not saying he doesn't want you to be happy, but I'm saying that Jesus is probably going to advocate for something greater than happiness. Check this out. John chapter 15, Jesus is having the last meal with his disciples before he goes to the cross. And this is what he says to them in verses 9, 10, and 11. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. So remain in my love. How do we remain in his love? He said, if you keep my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commands and remain in his love. I've told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. Jesus is telling us the recipe for joy. How do I get the joy? He's saying, walk in obedience. He said, follow my commands. Just the same way Jesus himself walked in obedience to the Father. How did Jesus, in the midst of all the turmoil of his ministry, find joy? When people were rejecting him, when people were not believing in him, when the disciples just didn't get it, when people were plotting his death, when he knows that one of his own disciples is going to betray him, how did he find joy? He found it by walking in obedience to the Father. His joy was fixed to the Father, not to the shifting opinions and circumstances all around him. So I would challenge you today, walk in obedience to Jesus. I know that seems a little counterintuitive because we think that joy and happiness are going to be found when I do what I want, when I want, where I want, how I want. But that kind of self-centered living only leads to frustration and despair when things don't go our way. But when we walk in obedience to Jesus, we will find satisfaction in the solid rock called Jesus. So here's my challenge for you today. Begin to walk in obedience. How do you do that? Start reading your Bible. There's 49 commands that Jesus gave us throughout Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. All of them are discoverable if you would read the Gospels. Pray on a regular basis. Talk to God. Communicate with him. Have moments of silence where you're asking him to speak to you. Be in community with other believers who are going to challenge some of the things that you're pursuing in life in a very loving way. And really start to depend on God. Attach your significance and the source of everything good in your life to him, and watch him shift your mindset from just looking for happiness in circumstances to finally finding joy come what may. I hope that's encouraging. We'll see you next time. Bye.